Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I have a very long video for you guys. I have another empties video, but I haven't done an empties video in quite some time, but I miss doing them and I just feel like empties videos aren't going anywhere. I feel like empties videos are like the tried and true in any category: hair, makeup, body care. But today is just a hair product focused empties. And as for today's empties, I'm not going to be talking about any products that I may not repurchase. Today's empties is for products that I actually cannot stop buying. So products that I will continue to purchase over and over and over again. It's going to be pretty long. Get something to drink, get a snack, and lock in. Okay, so the first product that I have here is one actually that I haven't talked about on the channel because I actually just started buying this, I would say, the past 2 months, and I tried it for the first time last year. This is a shampoo. This is from the Hair Lab by Strands, and this is their clarifying shampoo for oil-prone scalp with apple cider vinegar. I'm obsessed with this shampoo. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. And when I initially tried it, I thought it was going to be like a clear gel formulation, but it's actually like a pearlized, like a pearly white color when it comes out, and it's actually pretty moisturizing for it to be a clarifying shampoo, because when you think clarifying shampoo, you think stripping, and this does not strip your curls. So if you've been looking for a really good clarifying shampoo that does the job and get all the gunk and dead skin off of your scalp while also not drying out your ends, because that's vital for me, then the Hair Lab clarifying shampoo is where you need to go. You can find this brand at Walmart. That's where I got mine from, and this is just absolutely amazing. I will put this up there with my Adwoa Beauty Blue Tansy like clarifying shampoo. I'm obsessed with that shampoo. I love it. That's like my other go-to as far as clarifying shampoos go, and this one is right up there with that one when it comes to my curls. Now, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes if I'm gonna straighten my hair, I will use like a more stripping clarifying shampoo if I have like a lot of oils in my hair. I tend to be very heavy-handed when it comes to products when doing wash and goes, so I do need the monthly clarifying shampoo within my routine. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about a conditioner that I've used so many times. I have the big bottle in my shower now because I got tired of buying the small bottle. This is from Olaplex. This is the number 5 Bond Maintenance Conditioner. Repairs, strengthens, and nourishes all hair types. Now, Olaplex is technically for damaged hair and like bleached hair, but I also do color my hair. I dye my hair black, I would say at least 3 times a year. I would say around that time, because I recently dyed my hair 2 weeks ago because I had some grays in the front. But I like to always use this whenever I'm coloring my hair, and I also just like to use this just to keep my hair nice and strong. So this isn't just for people who are bleaching their hair. This is also really good for people with heat damage. I think a lot of people forget that, like with bond treatments, they also help with heat damage. So if you have been struggling with trying to get your curls to bounce back, especially for summer, you need to start now or yesterday if you're trying to get your curls back before summer, because it does take some time to get the curls to start like bouncing back and popping. So I highly recommend trying a bond maintenance conditioner, specifically this one from Olaplex, the number 5. It has the perfect whippy consistency, and it has amazing slip, like when it glides through my hair when I'm finger detangling. I'm just obsessed with this entire experience. It also smells fantastic, and just overall a really good product. So I love this conditioner. I wasn't a fan of the shampoo from this line. I just felt like it was way too thick. Like, I do not like a super thick conditioner that you can't really emulsify that well. But the conditioner, 10 out of 10. Okay, so back to shampoo. This is from Briogeo. You guys have seen me and Kendra talk about this 1,000 times, and I'm gonna keep buying it. The point of this video. So this is from Briogeo. This is the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. So this is my go-to when I want to give my scalp a nice scrub and get any dead skin off of my scalp. So I love this. So if you're looking for a really good scalp scrub that isn't too abrasive, especially if you have a sensitive scalp, I highly recommend this one from Briogeo because it's not going to irritate your scalp. It does a great job at getting all the gunk off of your scalp while also cleansing your scalp as well. So this is a really nice experience. The beads dissolve pretty fast, so if you have very thick hair, you don't have to worry about getting beads or anything in your hair, because some scrubs take forever for the grains to dissolve, and I don't have time for that in the shower. I talked about it so many times, and it's for darn good reason, because I'm obsessed. So love this. I'm trying to go as fast as possible for y'all because I have a lot of stuff in this bucket next to me. So next, this Kaleidoscope Miracle Drops leave-in conditioner. I've talked about this so many times. This is probably maybe like my 7th, 8th, 9th bottle of this stuff. I absolutely love it. I love it within my wash and go, and I also love it to like refresh my curls throughout the week. And I like it to hydrate my ends every night before I go to bed as well. So it's just an overall really good product. I love a multi-use product that I can use in numerous ways. This one also has coconut milk and rice water in it, and I just think it does a really great job at keeping my curls like nice and strong as I'm regrowing my hair back out. Since I cut my hair last October, it's already grown back out. I feel like my hair has grown a lot since that haircut. I'm just really happy with the current routine that I have. Pretty much all these products are in like my routines, but especially this one. I love it. Sorry if the lighting changes throughout this video, y'all. Today is a very gloomy, rainy day, so bear with me, but I just prefer natural light. It just looks better. I just feel like in this room and on my skin. So yeah, I like natural light. So next, moving on to a styler. This one is from Garnier. This is a gel or jelly. This is the Whole Blends by Garnier Hair Honey Jelly for waves and curls. It just says it gives curl definition, deep moisture, and no crunch. I was shook when I tried this. I did receive this in PR the first time I used it, but ever since then I've just been reaching for it over and over again because it's so inexpensive. I think this entire jar is like $6 or $7, and this just works so well. Like, I wouldn't even call this a jelly. To me, this is a gel, and it has a really nice, pretty, soft smell. If you like a gel that is in between a jelly and like a thick, chunky gel, you would love this. So if you like Eco Styler, or if you used to like Eco Styler and you like a Camille Rose jelly, you would love this because it's kind of like a hybrid, I would say, but it gives your hair the most beautiful hold, and it dries like defined but also soft at the same time, kind of like the Extreme Gel. So it gives a nice balance of what you need within a good wash and go. But if you're looking for a new cheap go-to gel for summer, get your hands on this from Garnier because it's absolutely amazing, and it doesn't leave any residue, which I'm obsessed with. So I'm obsessed with this Hair Honey Jelly by Garnier. I love most of their Whole Blends lines though, but I was just surprised when they came out with the gel because for the longest time I just had been using their leave-ins, like the olive oil one, and then I love the shampoo and conditioner from their Whole Blends line. So yes. So next we're gonna move on to a hair mask. This is probably my 3rd jar of this, and the only downside to this is the price because it's very expensive, but it's worth it. This is from Shu Uemura, and this is the Ashita Supreme Intense Revitalization Treatment Roots to Tip Mask. I love this hair mask. I wish the packaging was bigger, but it has been worth it for me because this makes my hair so soft, so strong. Every time I use this, I hardly shed. Like, my hair doesn't really shed, which is weird. But I just love this mask. I just hate the price because it's so damn expensive. It smells fantastic. Like, the smell is addicting. And every time I run out, I get sad. Like, that's how you know you're attached to a product. Like, as soon as you run out or you see yourself about to run out and you know, you panic, that's how you know you love a product. And this is that for me. I love this hair mask. This is one of my favorites of the moment. I haven't really obsessed over a hair mask in a very long time because you guys know Kendra and I are creatures of habit when it comes to our hair mask game. And y'all know, if y'all been following us for a long time, we have preached deep conditioning for years, especially if you have curly hair and you're trying to get your curls back. And overall, if you just want your hair to be stronger, like, hair masks are essential for healthy hair growth and length retention. So that's why I preach hair masks so much, but I just feel like it hasn't been a hair mask in years to like put me in a chokehold like this one, because I always use my Shea Moisture Manuka Honey. I always use my Aquash strengthening mask. I'm obsessed with my Moroccan Oil hair mask. I love my Joico K-Pack. Like, those are some of my go-tos when it comes to hair mask. But this, I'm obsessed. Can't stop buying it. All right, y'all. So next, moving on to a scalp oil. So this one is from the Innate Life, and this is the Rosemary Scalp Treatment. It has 15 herbal extracts in it, and it's for intense hydration and repair. So you guys know I started scalp oiling my hair the year before last. And I've actually only been doing it consistently this past year to get my hair to grow at its normal rate. And this oil has been there with me since I restarted my whole hair growth journey, and I love it. So there are so many scalp oils on the market now. I feel like everybody is trying to sell scalp oils, and not all of them are created equal. So make sure you do your research, like read the ingredient list in depth, just to make sure like all the oils in it are good for your scalp and your hair. So I love this scalp oil. And not all oils are good for your scalp, so make sure you know what oils are good for your scalp. Everybody's hair is different, but I just feel like overall, like there are certain scalp oils on the market that just work for everybody, and I feel like this is one of them. So if you've been looking for a really good scalp oil, I highly recommend giving this one a try. I absolutely love it. Both of these bottles are empty. I need to order more. So yeah, I love, love, love this scalp oil. All right, guys, we're getting there. I would say we're nearing the end, but we're kind of not, according to this basket. Okay, so next, another hair mask. This is from Colleen Rothschild. This is the Quench and Shine Restorative Mask. I talked about this mask last year, I think in our October favorites, and this is one of the first masks that I started using once I cut my hair, just because I wanted to give like a new mask a try, and plus my hair was super dry at the time once I had cut it, and the weather was starting to get like cold outside, so I was in need of a really good like thirst quenching dry haired mask. So I came across this one and I was absolutely obsessed. So ever since I discovered this mask, it's been my go-to hydrating mask, because I do have more strengthening masks in my collection than I do hydrating masks, just because I feel like they make more of a difference within my weekly and monthly routines. But this is a really good go-to if you're looking for a really good hydrating mask, just because I feel like most hydrating masks on the market don't really do much. They just honestly feel like a glorified regular rinse out conditioner, and I'm spending all this money on a mask. I want it to give me results. So every time I rinse this out of my hair, my curls are so juicy and bouncy before I even go in and style. So that to me is a good indicator for a good mask. If your hair already looks good before you even go in and style, it's a keeper. So next, moving on to another styler. This is from ORS. This is the Curl Show Define and Style Curl Creator. I've talked about this numerous times. Every time I run out of this, I panic. This was probably like my most reached for styler last year, and I think the year before that. So the past, I would say 2 years, I've been obsessed with this curl creator. I'm not sure if you would consider this a jelly, a gel, I don't know. It's just a curl creator. It has a really slimy, slippery consistency, but it does not leave your hair sticky, which I love. And it makes the hair super hydrated. So this is a fantastic one product wash and go. I'm absolutely obsessed with it, and I think this is probably like my 12th or 13th bottle of this, so I'm very familiar with this product. It doesn't leave any residue. It mixes well with a lot of leave-in conditioners as well, so this also plays well with others. But if you don't feel like, you know, doing all that, if you just want to wash your hair, condition, and apply a styler, this is the product to go for, because like I said, it's fantastic at hydrating the hair as well. So you get hydrated curls and you get defined curls, and to me those two are very, very important when you want a really good wash and go that's going to last. And I love the smell. It has like a fruity clean smell, which is really nice. So ORS did a big one with this. Like, I was not ready when I saw it in the store. I was like, what's this? And I just, ever since, I've been hooked. So I absolutely love it. Can't stop buying. This is one of my go-tos. This is the Avedical Botanical Repair Intensive Strengthening Mask in the Rich formula. So this like has been one of my faves since they came out with this collection. I would say 4 years ago, I think they came out with this Botanical Repair collection. I learned all about like the ins and out of the ingredient list and how they cultivated it when we went to this like seminar type thing for Aveda, I think the year before last in Minnesota. And I just love like the time that Aveda takes to like create their products. So I guess you like love a product even more when you know how long it took to create it. So this mask is just one of my favorites. I will never stop using it. I scraped the crap out of this. The ones I was getting before were like shorter, like the regular packaging, and I kept going through them too fast, so I just decided to start buying the bigger one. And I actually bought this one from a salon, like a local salon in my area, but you can also get it online as well. So I just love the big jar, just lasts me way longer. And if you need a mask with bomb slip, this is probably like my top 2 mask with incredible slip. Like this glides through your hair like butter and silk all at the same time. So if you like to finger detangle with your hair mask, this is going to be the one for you to go for. Amazing. So next, moving on to another styler. I've bought this so many times. So this is from The Do, and this is the Big Papa Defining Gel. Love this stuff. Absolutely amazing. If you love a good thick gel that's going to give you the definition that you need but without the crunch, then you would love this. So this is more of a softer finish gel, like after you scrunch out the little bit of crunch that it does leave, but it's amazing. So, and the smell, this is probably the best smelling gel that I've smelled in a long time. Oh, it smells so good. So this clumps your curls like no other. So if you're looking for a gel that just does the work for you, like if it's hard for your curls to clump really well, and as you know, us curly girls, we need the clump to get the definition. So if your curls aren't clumping as well during the application, it's probably not going to dry as defined as you want it to. So if you have very thick hair, I highly recommend giving this Big Papa gel a try, because it's definitely like the #1 gel to me for the girls with super thick hair. So a thicky gel for a thick haired girl. Okay, perfect match. Okay guys, so on to another shampoo. This is from Way. This is the Way Detox Shampoo. I'm sure you guys have heard everybody and their mama talking about this shampoo, but I agree with the hype around this, unlike most things. So this is a really good detox shampoo if you're looking for a great one that does not dry out your ends, and one that does like a really good job of just clarifying the scalp in a gentle way. And it's just very effective, and I love the smell. I've bought so many of these. I just love this shampoo. I can't stop buying it. It's fantastic. I just feel like, to me, this is probably Way's best product. Out of all of their products, this is the best one in my opinion. Okay guys, so here's another oil. This is from OGX, and this is their penetrating coconut oil. This is fantastic to use within your wash and go. You can use it on damp hair, you can use it on dry hair. It's great to put on your ends every night before you go to bed to keep your ends nice and strong. I just love this coconut miracle oil. It's amazing. So this one is a little bit, oh wait, it's a little bit more in here. I have to finish this up. So this is just one of my go-tos. I love the packaging as well. It's super easy to travel with because it's so nice and compact. I just love this oil. It just makes the hair super strong and shiny. So this is one of my go-tos whenever I'm repurchasing any hair serums. This is probably like one of my most reached for as far as my curls go. Love this oil. I've also recently been obsessed with the argan one, but I just started buying that one. I haven't bought it as much as I bought this one. I bought this one so many times, but I think I might like that one just as much as this one. So if you can't get your hands on this one, their argan one in the same packaging is just as good, and it smells amazing as well. That one is just a tad bit more lightweight than this. So this is great if you have like thicker hair, I would say. It's just overall a fantastic serum. I think eventually I'm gonna do a TikTok, because I just got on TikTok. I finally bit the bullet and got on TikTok. So yeah, make sure y'all go follow me on TikTok if you're on TikTok. But I think eventually I'm gonna do like all of my favorite oils and serums TikTok, and yeah, you guys can see it over there. So I do have that TikTok in the works, and this is gonna be mentioned. So speaking of hair mask, I just talked about this, one of my go-tos. This is from Aquage. This is their strengthening conditioner. You can find this online because this used to only be sold in like professional salons or Cosmoprof, but I think you can get it on Amazon as well. If you have heat damage, this is gonna be your best friend. When I was trying to get my curls to like pop back up, I think it was in like 2013 or 2014 is when I discovered this hair mask, and I literally used it like once a week. And I know you're not supposed to use a like strengthening mask that much, but it worked. It helped my curls bounce back, made my hair super strong without making it feel dry, because most protein masks, if you use them too much, they will make your hair feel dry. because overuse of protein can do the opposite and kind of make your hair break off like a cracker. But I feel like if you balance it out and use it with a moisturizing shampoo and you used it like every other week, you would be good to go if you're trying to get your curls back. So I highly recommend this hair mask. It's one of my go-tos. I've been using it for years. I bought this so many times and I will never stop buying it. So next, moving on to one of my favorite leave-ins of all time. This is from my Black is Beautiful. I get this at Sally's. This is the Tangle Slayer Conditioning Cream in the type 4 coily hair. So they have type 3 and type 4. I use both, just whatever I can get my hands on, because sometimes they'll have the type 3 one, sometimes they'll have the type 4 one. I bought both and they pretty much work the same for me. So this is a golden milk with honey and coconut oil. It has no sulfates and no parabens in it. This is just one of my favorite leave-in conditioners. I reach for it mostly in the summertime just because I feel like it weighs my hair down, but in a good way, and it makes my curls so juicy but so soft at the same time, and it has fantastic slip. The slip on this is amazing. If you have super tangled hair, like if you're growing your hair out, I'm telling you, the longer it gets, the more tangled it gets. Believe me, I know. I've grown my hair to my butt at least 3 times, so I know this. Once your hair starts getting tangled, that's how you know it's growing. And every time I have issues with tangled hair, I always reach for this. When they say this is a Tangle Slayer, it is. So like I said, I get this at Sally's. It's absolutely amazing, smells fantastic, kind of like a sweet fruity scent. Basically, you know, typical natural hair girl smell. We always smell like a tropical oasis. I love her. I will never stop buying it. I think I've gone through at least like 30 bottles of this. That's how much I love it, and it works well with a lot of gels. So next, mentioning another hair oil. This is from Audua Beauty, and this is the Blue Tansy Treatment Serum. It strengthens and repairs your hair. Is also silicone free, even though I personally don't mind a silicone based oil just because I feel like they coat the hair and help with breakage. So I don't mind that, but if you don't like silicones in your oils, then this is the one to go for. I've been using this for years. It's one of my go-tos. Bomb packaging. The formula is amazing. It's great on curls or straight hair, because I know some oils don't really work well with your curls and your straight hair, because as far as like straight hair oils, you want to use one that isn't too greasy because you don't want to weigh down, you know, your silk press. But this is fantastic for both. I've used this on my curls and I've used this on my straight hair. I've also used it as a heat protectant on blow dried hair before I go in and flat iron, and it does a really good job at protecting the hair. So it's low-key like a heat protectant, shine product, reparator product, all in one. Y'all know I love a good multi-use product. I will never stop buying this. You can get it at Sephora. I absolutely love her. And then my last product that I'm going to talk about today is one that I've gone through so many already, and I've only been using this for like the past 6 months, I would say. This is from Aromatica, and this is the Rosemary Root Enhancer. So I've gone through so many of these already. I use this on my scalp every other night because I naturally have just an annoying itchy scalp. Some days I'll use it even when my scalp isn't itchy, just because I'm obsessed with rosemary for the scalp. I just love the cooling sensation that it gives my scalp. It feels nice and refreshed. It helps you stretch or wash and go longer if you don't want to wash your hair like every 3 days, because I only like to do it once a week. So if you're an itchy scalp girly, you're gonna love her. So I have been obsessed with this ever since I discovered it. It's also fantastic to help promote hair growth as well. The beginning of the week, I always spray this in right when I'm getting ready to do my wash and go. Like before I even go in with my styling products, I'll spray this on my scalp first and then style my hair. And like I said, I like it as a nice refresher for throughout the week. And it doesn't irritate my scalp. So I love how gentle yet effective this is. Okay, so I went through that a lot faster than I thought I would because there's so many products in front of me right now. But I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I feel like I hadn't done an empties in a while, like I said, and I wanted to do just a hair empties, specifically an empties of products that I cannot stop buying. So I will have a very long list of all these products in the description box if you guys are interested. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see y'all next time.